Leon, you're like the only game chef I know, so I thought we'd invite you down.
Are you sure? We talked about one other one. Anyway, I am, yeah, fair enough. I'll take it. There.
I have no idea what that means.
Not eat raw unless you're Johnny Carter. Cool, you're fine.
Getting hotter though, remarkably. What we're going to make today, we've got you down for a couple of recipes. What is first?
End of the season, right? But everyone's going to have pheasant stuffed in their freezer. And I really want to make a chow mein, but like a classic chow mein. We're going to use some noodles, bean sprouts, a little bit of onion, a little bit of spring onion, and some MSG.
MFG. Should we call it MFG?
MFG, which is like going to make the whole dish amazing. So yeah, we've got a couple of pheasants. We're going to do the classic old school way. So we're going to poach the breasts.
Explain this to me. I've never done this. I've never done this.
Velveting cooking. So a lot of Chinese people in the takeaways use pre-cooked poached chicken, right? And I want to almost mimic that by pre-poaching the breasts. So we're going to poach them at about 80 degrees in some simmering / boiling water. And then we're going to take them out, refresh them, and then they'll cool down, and then we'll make the dish from after that. So I am going to take the legs off, and what's really good, go behind so that you're taking a bit of this is all meat behind here. A lot of people miss that off. Then we're just going to pull the leg out, we're going to go behind, and then take that out. So we're going to have a beautiful leg. We're going to keep them incredible. So slow cook. I love to slow cook pheasant legs. I did some actually yesterday. It's terrible knife skills.
Yeah, I was going to say, got a lot of big talk there.
We're good. I like to use these so obviously there's lots of tendons in here. It is hard to pick them out. You can pick them out, but what's awesome is this bit of meat here. And chicken burgers, people use a lot of thigh meat. Pheasant burgers use a lot of thigh meat, but also slow cooked. So we're just going to take the breasts off. I'm going to go behind the joint. So we've got one breast there. We've got a little bit of sinew and things like that. We're going to take them off, but ultimately you don't need the skin for this recipe. But I don't know, as a chef, I always kind of like the look of the pheasant with skin on all the time, even though we don't need it. So we're just going to...
Tastes good as well.
Yeah, crispy pheasant skin is unreal. There's a restaurant in London called Kitchen W8. Mark Kempson, also one Michelin star restaurant. He crisps the skin and use it as toast for the pheasant liver parfait he does.
So cool.
That's cool. So we are going to just trim off the fat. We don't need it. Pheasant fat is okay, depending on what it's had to eat in its life. It can be really bitter. So a lot of people don't know that, and they always think pheasant fat's great, but actually it's what makes the dish is quite bitter. But it does depend on what they're...
Have you got any more science to back that up? Or like, what should your pheasant be eating?
The quality of feed, right?
100%, right? I find it with deer a lot, is that some deer fat is absolutely disgusting, and some is totally palatable.
I don't know, I quite like the deer fat in a lot of stuff, and a lot of people cut it off and they don't use it, and there's a lot of stuff like mince it into the burgers, right? So that you're not having a completely like meaty, it's a bit too much. You need to have that kind of fat content in there as well.
It saves putting lamb fat in and having to buy that. No seasoning in the water, nothing.
Sorry?
No seasoning in the water, nothing, just water.
No, no. Because you put MSG, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, it goes on after.
It goes on after.
I mean, it's not 88 degrees yet.
No, it's nowhere near it probably either.
It's getting hotter though, remarkably.
42.
If you touch it on the bottom of the pan, that's the hottest bit.
Put your finger on it. Yeah, we need to work on this.
I mean, okay.
Okay.
Become the co-host of TJ's Kitchen. You can work with
We can get so much more. Right, we ain't that far away. 60 degrees.
Chefing's easy, isn't it?
Easy, mate. It's easy.
It's like being a painter.
Don't stress about it. I don't stress. People ask me all the time, is it difficult? I just think people stress about how it's going to turn out. I mean, you should just cook, right? Just cook.
I agree. Who cares?
Just cook something.
Like, the worst possible thing, order some food in.
If it goes
Worst case scenario.
It is, to be fair.
I've
but
eaten some shit food in my life. I've never made the worst food. That's with other people. You can always fix it.
Well, I was kind of trying to think about the worst thing I've ever eaten. I've made some stuff I don't like in a quick hurry.
What is the theory? It's just not having it too hot, but not having it too cold.
Well, I think when you boil things, right, this was what I was taught as a chef when I first started in the kitchens about meat. And we all talk about like hot things, right? No one's going to grab a hot pan handle. You always try and touch stuff that, you know, is it hot? You don't kind of do the whole grabbing of a hot door.
You've got an IQ over 100, haven't you? Look at you.
But like, so the idea, right, is if something's too hot, you're going to grab hold of it and it's going to...
Yeah, because you taught at school,
right.
if you grab the hot door, your hand clenches,
right.
and then you're
So you're going to do this. That's the same for meat. So if it's boiling, right, it's going to do this straight away. Every bit of meat is made up of all these little particles and molecules and everything else. Sounds really, really stupid, but this is how I learned. And if it's too hot, it immediately does this. And what you want meat to do is be relaxed, because that's its best flavours, right? All those molecules being tight up, especially when they're bursting on the outside. So all that flavour is bursting molecules, and that's where you get the smell from, that's where you get the flavours from. And if they all burst, then it's dry and tasteless and whatever, right? So the idea is to have it just enough for the molecules broken, and then enough of it to, I don't know, something along those lines. But that's how I was kind of taught, right?
I'm not going to argue, because you're a professional chef.
But
every part of me wants to argue
so
out.
you don't.
So, Michael, all right, let's follow that on with a T-junction. What about searing meat then?
Yeah, so you're searing meat, but then what do? You rest it. So you
Okay.
rest meat, here we go, 80 degrees.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm going to turn it down. I'm just going to drop them in like that,
That's so exciting.
and then I'm going to put a lid on, and we're going to poach them.
Different kind of poaching.
Yeah, let's clean down, and we'll keep an eye on this.
I'm thinking of a thumbnail now. Poached pheasant with me and you in balaclavas and catapults.
Poached pheasant. Where would you poach it from?
Oh, I know a few places I'd like
Yeah,
to.
I'd like to. I was the same as well. But no, right, so that's the idea. So we let them poach. They're looking pretty cool already. So it's almost like slow cooking, right? That's
Okay.
where we are with that, where we're just poaching them in water.
That makes lots of sense.
In my head.
Yeah, but it's not getting dried out because it's not being just subjected to dry heat.
Right, yeah.
Or fat, so it's healthier-ish.
Nah. I mean, we're putting MSG in it.
Mate,
Saturday.
I watched a film that said this stuff isn't actually that bad for you, and it's
Yes.
all a Western con.
Yes, I
Yes,
agree. And that's
yeah.
why I use it. MSG is the way forward. Put MSG in everything. But yeah, you probably could sous vide it. A lot of people, so what's really funny, everyone that I see shooting and prepping are prepping their birds and putting them into vat packs and then using their little vat pack machines. You're over half the way there for sous vide.
You just chuck it in a pan of water.
Well, no, the sous vide machine I've got is amazing at temperature control, right?
Okay.
It can go, 59 degrees for 4 hours, and that's the temperature of the water, 59 degrees, no hotter, no lower. So that's the point, right? It's controlling that temperature. So I think that with sous vide, there is a way forward. So I sous vide all my pheasant if I'm doing a dinner party. There is very rarely that I cook it as is in a pan as such, just because pheasant is such a temperamental meat. Most of our chickens in the UK are in fact, I think most of them, in fact, nearly all of them, are injected with a salt solution, salt water solution.
It's when you cook them, they go. Bleh.
Yeah, that's why they piss
Yeah,
out all the
chicken
water, right? Yeah,
It's
exactly.
gross,
yeah.
yeah.
It's grim, right? And that's what they're injected with that. Obviously, not just to keep them tender for everyone else, but also it increases the size and the volume of that weight. Yeah, chicken's sold by weight.
Yeah.
So that's why it's quite easy to put a chicken in the oven for 2 hours, forget about it, come back to it, and it's still okay.
Which is a modern miracle. We should all point out that before we go down the pheasant route, chicken is the best meat in the world. You can barely fuck it up. It's always delicious.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You can abuse it. You can do whatever you like to it, and it's pretty good. That is a miracle.
That is a miracle. It's
In
also
itself.
manufactured that way.
I'm okay with it to a certain extent. Okay?
I don't mind chicken, but obviously
Alright,
I
if we
prefer
could do that to pheasants, everyone would kill them.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But
Yeah.
so the idea with pheasant is always to, let's be brutally honest, the legs are tough old beasts. They've been running around all season, at least 4 or 5 months. And they're going to be lean. They're going to be really hard. They're going to be tough. So
And
slow
the
cook,
chicken's
right?
maximum 60 days old. This is a minimum of 6 months.
Just some chicken facts.
I love chicken facts.
1.8 3 billion chickens a year are slaughtered in the UK.
Right.
It's 20,
What is everyone else eating?
25 to 27 million chickens a week.
That is insane.
The fact that we only shoot roughly, and this is a mixed bag of anywhere between 12 and 17 million game birds a season. 4 months, we shoot that many.
It's not that many, is it?
So you know, this is why Eat Wild is formed, right? Is to get people to understand that, you know, we can use pheasant in a day-to-day food, which is what we're doing now, right?
Oh, it is the world's worst meat when cooked badly. I think this is the problem with pheasant, right?
I think everyone's scared.
Yeah. It takes a bit of effort.
But you can just chop that up. You know, you can just chop it up and throw it in. It will taste all right. I'm just going to go with the authentic Chinese way.
Yeah.
From that takeaway. That's all I'm looking
The
for.
authentic Chinese English takeaway.
Yeah. The westernized Chinese takeaway that we really, really like. That's all I'm going for.
Which is great. I'm not arguing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Curry sauce, chow mein.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Pheasant chow mein.
Pheasant on chips.
Yeah,
Curry sauce from the Chinese.
100%.
Damn
Crispy
right.
chili pheasant on chips with extra curry sauce. Right.
But either way, as I said, with a little bit of effort, I always thought it takes a hell of a lot of effort to go and kill these things. It doesn't
Hell
take
of
that
a-
much more to actually eat them. And I am a fiend for pheasant mince as well nowadays. So that's actually like a real good application for it.
We're not bad on them. Ooh, hot. About 70 odd degrees to be cooked through. It doesn't need to be 75 degrees. Doesn't need to be any more than that.
We're going to recook it again anyway.
Yeah, exactly, right? So it's just a case of making sure that we stop the cooking process in a minute.
Would you eat pheasant sashimi?
No.
Oh.
Just because I've been to Japan and they gave me chicken sashimi.
What was it like?
Absolutely gross.
No way.
I think from a chef point of view, raw chicken is bad. That's what's in your head, right? Raw chicken is bad.
But
in Japan,
as a British man, we're talking about skins. If you eat raw chicken, you'll die.
You'll die, right? You'll catch salmonella.
Right there,
Exactly.
like within seconds.
Okay, magic. They are ready to go, so we're going to take them out.
All right, are you going to rest there, or I guess you're just going to leave them? Right?
No, we're going to cool them down. So,
Okay. Ta-da! We have cooked breast. They're not bind up.
we're going to cool this down now. I'm just going to pop them straight into ice cold water and let them cool down.
Okay.
We need to do the old.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, you're the sous chef, clean up.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Why
clean
do
some
you?
stuff up?
Yeah, we need to.
What do you want to go and clean? Tell me what you want to clean.
We need to clean that board.
I'm going to clean it. Yes, chef.
We need to clean that board, dude.
Slave driver.
He is learning. Let's have a knife.
It's way more entertaining to talk and
God.
do. You just can't multitask, can you?
I can. I just hate onion skin and onions. Right, there we go.
Some chef.
Out of the way. Some chef I am.
Fucking chef.
So we're gonna. That is literally it, right? 3 veggie ingredients. Onions quite chunky, just like you get at your local takeaway.
And not too cooked, so they still
Yeah.
actually retain some of that acidity.
Yeah, that's.
It's remarkably nice in a chow mein.
I'm gonna break them up as well, like because it's just a little bit easier in getting things cooked. So onion. Don't use the bottom parts of the spring onion. You're going to use the top part. So you're just going to gently slice this up roughly. I'm probably going to go in half again, actually, just like that.
Why
think
don't
that bit-
just because it's a different texture?
I think it is a different texture, but also that is literally all you need. That, and that. I am going to open this MSG and put it into a bowl. A non-wet bowl.
Rack a line up on the table, mate.
Just a bit.
That's also wet. But guess what I have? I have a thing called drying cloth. But
Actually,
let me do it for you
I was about
because
to
it's
call-
beneath you to dry that out. It's beneath you, sir. Jeff. You telling me that if I eat raw MSG, I'll die? It's like the chicken. It's like nothing about you. Never choked in a taxi.
Do you know what? Try it.
It's just a bit shocking, isn't
Just a
it?
bit. It's fine. Yeah.
That's just like enough, isn't it?
Does it say anything on the bag? I mean, it's in different language, so do not eat raw unless you're Johnny Carter. Cool, you're fine.
Just tastes like umami.
Okay, cool, great, it's great. We're not going to die.
You know what it tastes like?
What does it taste like?
It tastes like if you take a spoonful of stock, but that tiny amount just made of. It's so good. It
Oh,
just
it's so good.
It just tastes happy. Too coarse for you?
That is
Oh.
coarse grain that needs to go through a grinder.
No, it would be fine. Do we have a grinder?
It'll be
grinder's
fine.
full of pepper. It'll be fine. You know what you need to stop worrying about? Everything. And you'll be a lot happier. You said earlier that you don't worry about stuff. Is this a grinder? What is this?
Yes, it is actually. Yeah.
I'm just literally chopping this. It's got that kind of
Thing.
Bloody hell, that's hot. I'm not going to probably use all of that, but we're probably going to use that. That's for sure.
I mean, what are you gonna do with the rest of it?
We can use that. You can save it. We can freeze it.
Just cook it up. For God's sake, there's children starving in the world. It's gonna end up wasted.
So a little bit of oil.
Or did you just make 3 breasts and one of it would go well?
In with our onions. In with our, without the water, in with our, just going to get rid of that. Huh. That's cool. In with the noodles, probably. Oh!
I'm being intelligent. I'm doing Blue Peter whilst he's making food.
And just let that sit for a minute. I'm going to go in with some MSG.
You ready for your salt in a minute?
There we go.
Try it, it might fall apart.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Oh,
in with
God,
some
he's
salt,
good.
looks amazing.
Hey, he can build
Well
guns,
done.
he can make salt grinders.
So I'm just going to let those noodles sit and catch. That's where the char flavour comes from, and that's what you get in your authentic Chinese food.
Do you want a wooden spoon?
That'll be amazing.
No, hold on. Oh, there's a better one for you. Here we go.
I actually quite like that little one.
Did you want a round one? It is very pretty. Like on the autism spoon spectrum, it's quite high.
That is a good one. So I'm just going to let that sit now and char. Go.
And you want that pretty rocking hot, right? Not
Yeah.
just slow cook.
That's, have you noticed I haven't turned it down? Like, you've got to, because what happens, when the ingredients go in, right, the temperature of the wok drops.
So bring it back.
Got to bring it back up. So I haven't let that. It's starting to catch, which is nice. You kind of want those little burnt bits. Just that's bit more MSG.
baby. Stop mucking about, baby. Rack a line of it up. Yeah.
Bit more MSG, a little bit more salt. That's good. In with our bean sprouts. Now give it a really good.
Does look good.
We fired a bit across there. Have we got a?
That it?
That, apart from me pouring it everywhere, I think you probably could have done with another minute or so in the char.
You can put it straight back in if you like. No, I'm going straight in for meat.
You got the crunchy onion still.
But it's nice. It's simple. The pheasant, interestingly, the poaching kind of takes away any gaminess whatsoever.
Absolutely.
It's still got flavour, which boiled chicken doesn't. The whole thing goes together real nice.
All from that.
Yeah. Simple food is good. And we used a breast and a half.
I'm all in that. More MSG.
I mean, to be fair, I put a lot on one one-time piece. It's about perfect. That was good.
Is that just a few?
And when the
more bits?
lady said not to put a lot on, that makes you think.
No, exactly. No, it is so good.
Go for it. Well, they wouldn't sell it in a bag. Hello. They wouldn't sell it in a bag this big if you weren't supposed to get through it. This is not a year's supply.
No, it's not. I think that's like a couple of weeks.
Okay.
The way it goes. But no, how easy is that, right? We've literally just made Chinese style noodles from your takeaway with pheasant. No messing. You could probably do it
Simple
with partridge.
ingredients for a couple of quid.
Yeah.
Which is the other thing. I find with game cooking, a lot of the time to do it really nicely, it does cost a fortune. You have to buy so much new shit. Whereas this is bag of noodles and stuff you have in
Bag
the
of
fridge.
noodles, onion, spring onion, and bean sprouts. And that, you can add a little bit of soy sauce. You can dark and light. You can add probably, but I think that's the one. Nice and simple. Noodles, char. Look, you've got the charness on it as well, and on everything. It's fresh. Whack that in a container. Stick it on the side, then turn it out onto a plate.
And other than the MSG, which we've established is actually healthy,
Yeah,
it's healthy.
it is. Yeah.